would stay tuned. I definitely wouldn't leave the car. If you're listening on the TuneIn app, make sure that you go to GBKM.FM. Make sure you download our app as well. Okay? Make sure you stay tuned and don't leave. It's going to be a great show. All right. Welcome to Everything Relevant, Anything Random. This has been my home for the past. It's been at least over a year now. We've been doing this for over a year, Kenny. Thank you. Shout out to my family, my staff, my team for supporting me and giving me an opportunity and platform to display my many talents, of course. One of my talents may be to turn your ears into toilets, but don't listen to me too close. On Everything Relevant, Anything Random, I discuss news, politics, pop culture, interview with great guests. Sometimes my guests stop by. Maybe for just 10, 15 minutes, we go back and forth on topics that I'm passionate about. And if you can't tell, I'm a very passionate person. In fact, I'm way too passionate to pass things up or to let it go, to be honest with you. So, find yourself in there, okay? I often play music, right? But that's only if I like the music, if it makes my shoulders move, all right? If it slaps, then it slaps. I'm playing it, okay? Shout out to all my musical guests in the past. Still play your music. Love you guys, all right? Now, if you would like to be a guest on the show, you just want to reach out, maybe do some joint ventures or anything. Let's talk some business. A couple different ways you can reach me, okay? Sir Worthy ILC. Say it again. Sir Worthy ILC. All platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, anything that the kids are using, okay? If you would like to get at me in a more professional setting, then you can always email me at eve@gbkm.fm. That is eve@gbkm.fm. Now, if you're watching on Facebook, GBKM TV. You're watching on YouTube, GBKM TV. The network, geez. If you're watching on the TuneIn app, if you're listening on the TuneIn app, if you went to the website, make sure that you like, make sure that you comment, make sure that you share, make sure that you tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you. I'm trying to be famous out here. Oh, and before I start the show, this is something new I want to do. I want to shout out everybody who's listening outside of Canada, okay? Shout out everybody listening outside of Canada. Like I said, you guys are flooding my inboxes. Thank you very much, okay? I love the support. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Keep pushing me. Thank you very much. Now, today's show, The Educated and Reckless. Pretty soon you guys are going to find out exactly why. Sitting with me now, I have one half of the podcast, The Educated and Reckless, Mr. Apollo P. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. All is well, sir.
Yes. All is well. First time meeting you. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get the people to know you. I'm gonna get to know you a little bit more better. We're gonna just, establish this relationship and build some things moving forward.
Yeah, man. Let's build.
Yeah.
Build and link.
Build and link. Build and link. Okay. No doubt. To all my viewers, one thing for sure and two things for certain. At the end of every show, if you are not entertained or empowered, you will be informed. If you are not informed or entertained, you will be empowered. And if you are not empowered or informed, you will be entertained. Sounds like a tongue twister. I say it every time, but it's also hard to even get it down. But you guys got it. I like to do a quick little weather report. I'm not what would you even call those people that do the weather report? Meteorologist. Thank you. We got somebody intelligent in the building today. I'm not a meteorologist. However, I can look up in the sky and tell if it's about to rain. So that qualifies, right? I think so. Okay. Well, it's been raining quite a few, and it's been actually getting a little bit chillier and colder. So I'm going to advise everybody to please protect your neck, protect your chest, and wear your jackets. I got my jacket on. Make sure that you're wearing your jacket, all right? Make sure you keep, it's also hot though at the same time, so make sure you keep gas in your car for the AC, all right? Jeez, that's all it really is. And that's all for the weather report. Now let's switch gears and let's get into this Educated and Reckless with my guest, Paulo P. How you doing, sir?
Doing well, man. All is well over on this side. Glad to meet you.
Yeah, finally. Help me up, man. Help me up. So look, I have to be real with you.
Yeah.
I first heard about you on, because I listen to radio, I listen to podcasts, everybody's out there doing shows and stuff like that. You got a YouTube show, you're in the city, I'm following you, I'm listening, I'm watching. I have several different YouTube accounts, so if I comment, you wouldn't even know it's Sir Worthy. But, I first heard about you on the Food and Liquor podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to, I actually don't even know those guys. I'm going to have to holler at those guys too and probably get them on the show as well. But,
If you can, then you can.
all right, but yeah, the Food and Liquor podcast. I first heard about you on there, and I forget where I was going, but I was on a drive, and I'm listening to you, and I'll be honest with you, a little bit of me got jealous. Like, I was hating a little bit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because you sounded like me, bro. Like, everything that you were doing, it was like, yo, I wanna be like Apollo. Yeah. I was like, yo, hold on. Everything that this guy's doing, I kind of wanna be doing that. Tell us exactly what you do.
So what I do is I work over at Vibe 105. I'm an on-air personality for them. I have a show every Tuesday from 6 to 8, and I'm also the promotion coordinator over there.
Promotion coordinator. What is that exactly?
So I do street team stuff.
Oh, okay. Cause I do see you. I see you working.
Being the face.
Oh, okay.
Touching it, doing fist bumps.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Touching the hands and kissing the babies. Okay, I get it.
I don't even touch no baby. 2019, I ain't touching no baby. That's not my
I see you up at the spots and like the phone booths and stuff like that. You be at the phone places. I think on Weston or.
Yeah.
I think I seen the flags for the Vibe 105. So I was like, okay, I think Apollo's doing this thing out here. And now listen to the show. When is your show?
Every Tuesday. 6 to 8. Yeah.
Okay. So every Tuesday, 6 to 8.
6 to 8, you'll hear me.
We hear you and for how long?
For 2 hours.
6 to 8.
Yeah, 2 hours.
And it's live, of course.
Live, of course. You know, I'm playing music, talking about pop culture things, and sharing my opinion on certain things.
How does the music selection go? Are you allowed to select the music?
Yeah, I construct the whole show.
Oh,
everything
really?
from top to bottom. Everything you hear is my baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's how we have it. That's how I do things over here on my program as well. Of course, I got Kenny, who's always like managing everything for me. But yeah, like as far as the content goes, I'm like the sole provider of all of that. And speaking of content, this guy and his content. Ladies and gentlemen, please, everybody listening, if you guys go to his Instagram, what's your Instagram?
Apollo, please.
Apollo, please. Go to his Instagram right now, okay, and check out some of the recent stuff he's uploaded and posted. Hilarious, all right? Hilarious. Happy belated, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
45?
45,
45.
Man. My second Jordan year, you feel me?
You want to explain that a little bit?
All right, so the reason why I said I'm 45 is because I'm trolling.
Yeah.
But also, as I was thinking about trolling it back, I was thinking, what, someone's going to ask me that, why am I 45 and stuff like that. And I was like, the reason why, what I came up with was, the reason why I say I'm 45 is because you know how Jordan came back to basketball wearing the 4 or 5 after, did his retirement, played golf, and then he realized, basketball is his love.
Yeah.
It's more so that kind of coming back into my realization that, I like doing content. And
wait, were you leaving?
I was never leaving. I was just more so. It's just more. Sometimes you wake up on that side of the bed and go like, I really love this. Let me just go harder.
Right.
Right. That's
okay. I'm a little disappointed you didn't bring the dog with you.
The dog?
Yeah. How come you didn't bring the dog with you?
You know what? That was all for content, man. That's my homie's dog.
Oh, okay.
That's my homie's dog.
Okay.
Lucky.
Shout out to Lucky. What kind of dog is it?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I use the dog as a prop. Like,
I had the dog in the video, and I was like, all right, dog, he's not listening to him. He's not listening to Apollo, but,
it made for great content, though.
No, it definitely makes for great content. How do you manage all of that exactly?
In terms of just
like you
content?
said, you're a promotional coordinator.
Yeah.
All right, so you're figuring out events to be at and what you guys are going to be doing and stuff like that. You're also managing your own Instagram, and I say that because like we're all creatives, and like I'll be honest with you, I'm at a point in time where I feel I need someone to even manage my Instagram, and I'm not even famous yet. I can still walk in Walmart and get what I need. No one's gonna harass me or anything like that. A few older women, but that's a different story.
Oh, you haven't had the rappers pull up on you, play my records? You haven't had that yet?
You know what? I get that, but I only get that from the guys who are not like professional.
Okay.
The guys who are like like really looking for a come up, who really don't like they're not even ready yet. So. Shout out to you guys. I would play your music, but
and they're not qualified to get played.
Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta say, "Hey, are you even qualified for me to play your record?"
Exactly. All right. So look, let me get back to hating on you.
Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate the hate, man.
No, I'm real with it. No, but like it wasn't hate. I was just like amazed. Like I didn't think that there was anybody else like even with the same similar path, right?
Yeah.
So we're not the same age. I don't even feel right discussing my age. I'm younger than you, though. I can say that.
All right then. Hey man, when you get up to this age, you understand, like,
No, I'm actually not younger than you.
Yeah.
But So you were, I remember listening to the pod. You were going to school, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to school, but I wasn't going to school when I was in the creation of the pod.
Okay. Oh, no, on the food and liquor pod.
No. All right. So at that was about.
No, I'm sorry. You were telling us. I'm sorry. I might be jumping here. You were telling a story about how you were in school doing radio, I think it was, and then like how did you get into Vibe?
To be honest, I don't want to make it sound like this, but I came in after I graduated from Seneca. I came into York and I was like, I want to do something in radio. I didn't know what the particular path, but I just said, hey, whatever program's here, and I picked communication.
Right.
And then I didn't know what York had to offer, what different type of elements are inside York. So I went into the student center, went to the fourth floor just randomly, and I walked in. I'm like, what is this, a radio station? I walked in and then someone came out. I was like, hey, what are you doing? Not what are you doing here, but I was like, I want to be on air. And they was like, just sign up for orientation classes, and then from that it's just been a dream.
So what did you go to Seneca for?
I went to Seneca for business marketing.
Business and marketing. And then York U. Sorry, what was the school after?
York U. Yeah.
Okay. And so how long were you in Seneca for?
To be honest, it was a 2-year program, but man, I was messing up. So I took a sabbatical out of nowhere.
That's okay. Some of us are taking that. That's okay. I've taken 2 in my past. Actually at Durham College. So
So after that, I was like, I came back from this program.
You didn't go to school for radio.
No, I wouldn't particularly know.
Right? Okay. But you ended up kind of like that. That's what came up out of it,
man.
Right? You found like your passion. Did you know that you loved radio or were into it before even going to Seneca?
I would be honest. I would be so honest with you. I was a shy person. I hated reading out loud, and I was like, that's what came with radio.
I'm gonna ask Nina how shy you are.
No, I'm not shy now. But I was shy in terms of how I grew up. I was shy. I was like, I didn't want to be in front of no one. I didn't have that type of, that confidence. And so I just wanted to do radio because it was like, all right, I'm able to entertain people. Like, people who know me know that I'm a very entertaining type of person. And I was able to, I guess, say something different than my regular friends. Because I'm around my friends. It's like, yo, you say something different. Like, you're pretty out here. You're not regular.
Right.
And so I was like, all right, let me be on radio.
Okay. No, and why I say I was comparing us was because I went to school and I was doing a skilled trade, right?
Yeah.
And
were you going to what your skilled trade were you doing?
I was doing HVAC.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Air condition.
How'd that get you, man?
I'll be real with you. Like, okay, so I lived in my grandma's basement. I lived in my mama's basement for a few years. Yeah, I was in the basement.
Oh, I'm still with my mom.
Hey, listen, I'm with Mom's Dukes right now. But it's all good. Black men don't cheat and they live with their moms.
I hear that. Big facts.
But like, I was sleeping next to the water tank, the water heater, and the furnace, and like I hated it coming on. I hated the noise of it all coming on all the time, and I just said to myself one day, I'm gonna take this guy apart, and I'm gonna build him back.
Yeah.
So I just decided to go to school for it, and it was great. Got out of school, worked a little bit in that field, but right when I got out of school, I found GBKMFM. So I've been here. But my first year going to college in Durham, I was just walking the halls one day and seeing a poster for the radio station. Was like, I've been listening to radio since G Unit Radio came out, since Eminem bought Sirius Satellite. So it was like,
you listen to G Unit Radio?
I was listening to G Unit Radio from 04, man. From 04, downloading it on Kazaa, downloading it on the torrent links and stuff like that, listening to DJ Woo Kid 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every Saturdays. I was listening to like 6 hours straight of just that because the mixtape, that was the only time I could listen to new music. Remember, this is back in the day before Apple Music, before all of that. I know everybody listening, the young kids who are like 14 right now, there was a thing where there was no Apple Music and you had to download a song that came with a virus.
LimeWire.
Okay? Exactly. You had to download songs that came with the virus back then, okay? That was the only way. Soulja Boy got all of us, all right? But like,
that's coming.
Yeah, just going to school and then finding out, that's what I was trying to correlate, is that we both kind of went to school and then out of that found out that that we had a passion in doing this, right? So I was like, damn, it was just good to hear somebody else. Like, as much as, I use the word hate, but as much as like, I was listening to you, I was like really amazed. I was like, damn, I didn't know there was somebody else out there who was, on that path. Like, and then also hear who your influences are. Who are some of your influences?
I would say Charlemagne, Big Boy.
Big Boy for sure. Yeah,
Big Boy.
yeah,
I like how Big Boy does things. And Star. Troy Terrain.
Okay, well then you know what? Yes, because you guys are the educated. Shout out to No Better Nina. We're gonna have her on in the second half.
Yeah.
But of the show. But you guys are the reckless, the educated and reckless. So a little bit of that I can see now why you like Star. Star is definitely reckless. For those of you who don't know, Star is an on-air personality.
Yeah.
He said some wild things in his past. Just Google him. Do your Googles. You'll find out. You'll know. But like, yeah, what's some wild things you said on air?
I can't necessarily remember. Cause
anything that you said people come at you for, or
now you know what? I don't really get that many people like on my back. Like if I say anything reckless, they'll probably go attack Nina first. Like,
that's not true.
No one says anything to me. That's a fact. No one says anything.
Even with the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told someone his music was garbage in the interview. He was like, all right, sometimes I throw it in the trash too. Like I don't get like people going like, yo, I'm flaming you for that.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You told somebody their music's trash?
Yeah, it's on the internet.
Okay. We'd have to check that one out.
Yeah,
okay. Jeez. So you got the Vibe show. And what is the show called?
It's called Vibe Drive with Apollo P. Just
Vibe Drive. Listen, I'm terrible with these how do I say it? I'm terrible with pronouncing things, tongue twisters, all of that. Say that again.
Vibe Drive with Apollo P.
Vibe Drive with Apollo P. And that's every
Tuesday from 6 to 8.
Every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Make sure you guys are tuned in. Make sure you guys are checking that out. Real quick, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Apollo Please. Also, you could tune in and listen to our podcast with myself and Nina every Wednesday on all podcast apps, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're on YouTube, Audio Mac as well.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
All your listening pleasures.
Okay, so this podcast, when did you guys start this podcast?
To be honest, we just hit our year mark last month in July.
Congratulations. Subtle clap.
I was like, maybe like we're doing going
so like, okay, so guy's perspective, what is it like doing a podcast with a woman and hearing her perspective on a weekly? How do you manage that? Me personally, it might be a little too much for me. How is it for you?
I mean, I like it. To be honest, it brings context, right?
Right.
It brings context. Nina's right there wondering what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
but no. Well, to be honest, the fact of the matter is I like doing it with a woman.
Right.
Because it's duality to it, right? Mm-hmm. I may look at something in one way and she, as a woman perspective, have her own way, which all brings about a different audience, right? Mm-hmm. People want to have the voice of reason or a woman, right? I might come through as a voice really reckless or more so stern and logical. I would say logical.
Right.
Logical. But or maybe brash. My opinions might be brasher than what a subtle touch that a woman can bring to a topic. And so I like doing that. It's cool. We clash because we're supposed to, but it works.
I mean, yeah, definitely. So like, have she ever like come in with a topic that you just didn't want to talk about? How do you guys come up with the topics? I'm gonna ask her that too. Maybe. But like, what is it? Do you guys like come up with like a set number of each, and then you guys pick from that list, or like how does it work?
Well, what's supposed to be working? We have a group. We have a docket. We have a Google docket. We're supposed to pour information into it about what's going on throughout the week up until we record, and then we kind of just run through the list of like topics. And stuff like
you
that.
Guys do it even better. Okay, so throughout the week, you guys are in communication about what you guys want to talk about for the show.
Supposed to.
Yeah, supposed to.
Pre-production people, I like this. If you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready.
But there's certain days when she might do the heavy lifting and find all the topics, or there's some days I'm doing the heavy lifting and put all the topics out there.
Is that often though that you do the heavy lifting?
Hey man, it's often that we're both doing it now.
Okay. Just want to make sure that it's
I slipped up last
equality, right? Equality, right? Just want to make sure she's lifting as much as you're lifting, right? Because oftentimes us guys, women are like. This, once again, I have to make a PSA. This I'm about to say right now is the views and opinions expressed right now are by Sir Worthy and not of GBKMFM. So if you feel any way, please, you guys know you can at me. But oftentimes, like, I can say this, women are like little mini Godzillas.
I don't know what type of women you're dealing with, man.
I mean, like, they don't gotta lift anything. When's the last time you seen Godzilla lift anything?
Buildings. People say Godzilla. Like,
Nah, Godzilla kind of like makes like it's like almost like a fear, not a fear, but like, all right, Nina's coming. You ever tighten up?
tighten up for Nina?
Yeah.
I know.
What?
What are you talking?
Respect.
I don't tighten up. What are you talking about? Tighten up.
Okay, we're gonna get Nina
Tighten
on
up?
here because I don't know what's going on here.
Man, I apply pressure to Nina, man. What are you talking about? I apply pressure.
Okay.
You deal with me with pressure. Like Kevin Gates said, pressure. You know, man. I try to make a diamond out of us. That's what I'm trying to do.
I feel that. Tell me, do you have any advice for anybody who's like, they want to take your career path?
Take my career path.
Yeah. They want to do what you do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What's some advice for them? How do they stay connected? How do they? Because like I said, you always have content up. You're always posting. You always trying to stay relevant. So like, what advice do you have for somebody who wants to get in this field?
Long hours, takes dedication, and you may not see results tomorrow. You may see results down the line, maybe like 3 years from now. That's what it is. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of heart. That's the only defining quality between myself and Nina and anyone else who's actually been doing it, is that we didn't stop.
Right.
We're not stopping.
Right. Can't stop. Won't stop.
We keep on pushing forward. That's the only defining quality. Is like dedication, heart, resiliency, and you have to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, where are you trying to take this?
Definitely.
If you just want to do it for followers, from clout, I mean, yeah, you might get that, but like that stuff fleets away too, right? Where are you trying to take it?
How has your life changed since you guys a year now, a year and a little bit past now with the pod, also doing Vibe? How has your life changed since you've been on air? Since your first day on air till now, how has your life changed, and in what way?
Just in terms of delivery, with my confidence on being on mic, be able to talk to people, just being more so aware of myself as a person growing. There's more, but
you did say that you were shy, so I guess now it's like you're more of yourself. You're more comfortable, I guess now. You wouldn't say you're shy anymore. Yeah, I mean, you can't be.
Unless I pull up, unless I'm meeting someone's like parents for the first time, then I really don't want to.
Oh, you mean like on a date or something?
Not on a date. I think I'm cool on a date, but in terms of me going inside your home, see, like, I'm a weird guy. Like, sometimes I'm somewhat weird. I pull up inside your house, I'm gonna act weird because I've never been. This is your sanctum. Like, I want to.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
If I see your mom and stuff like that.
Question. You ever get? Cause like I be listening to the pod, and sometimes you talk about like let's say you took a young lady out, or something like that. You come on the pod, and Nina asks you about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's dope. I think that's cool, right? But like, you ever like feel like sometimes you say a little too much?
Yeah. No. You know what? I don't say that much. Nina says more about what I'm doing, and it messes me up. It's like, all right.
I was gonna say, you ever get sabotaged in any way or anything?
Yeah,
like that? A text ever come to your way? Like, oh, really? So, like anything like that?
It's never what I say. It's what she says that I don't say. That's the issue. I don't be saying nothing. I mean, I say what I say whatever I gotta say about the situation. Yeah. But she'll throw like a curveball in the range. I'm like, what are you saying that for? And then it's like I don't really get that much repercussions from much of it. Like I'm saying, like the most repercussions I've ever got was like maybe like 2 weeks ago when she was like, hey, maybe she doesn't want. Not even 2 weeks ago. It was last week. What happened now? I was talking about this particular woman. You know what I mean? Not know me. And another girl that I was having conversations with, she came out of nowhere and was like, so I'm just this girl, and I'm like, damn. I was like, now it's like. In terms of podcasts, I'm very open. So when you ask me to follow up on or double down on something, or I'm a double down because it's already out there.
Yeah. And you're Apollo P. Okay. Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, you're creative. And then, listen, I'm using that word right now because I heard Nina say it. I
don't even want to call myself a creative. I think I'm just a content creator.
Yeah, but even still, you're very creative with that. Like, look at the name, Educated and Reckless. Like, when I'm listening to these podcasts, when I'm listening to people's shows and I'm watching what they're doing and stuff like that, I pay attention to the wording and I pay attention to how they present themselves and what they want to do and how they come across, right? And like, I look at you guys, male, female, educated and reckless. You guys can even often switch that. Like, you can be the educated one at times. She could be the reckless one. You guys can both be the educated and the reckless. Like, you know, and it's just like, it's the yin and the yang. It's like, you know, so it's like, okay, all right, we kind of need both. That's why I was like, all right, if I'm going to get you guys on the show, I got to get both of you. After, of course, I'm going to bring back Nina. But I'm just saying. You know,
That's rich.
you know, but it's just like, you know, you need both. Like, you know, it goes together, right? Like, you can't buy ketchup without the mustard.
You can buy ketchup without the mustard.
You can?
You can buy ketchup without the mustard.
So
and
somebody told my mom to stop buying mustard.
Mustard is trash.
I mean, like, it depends, though. It depends. Like, I do like mustard, but not the yellow regular mustard that be coming with the ketchup. I like the
Dijon
spicy.
with the peas in it. Or
something. I like something that just look a little different. Something that look a little bit more different. You know, I don't want the same bland regular. You know,
man,
I'm a regular, degular, smegular, but I don't want that in my choices.
Yeah, you gotta stop eating mustard. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. That's my.
You gotta switch up your palate, man.
You're right. That's the first mistake I'm making. You're right. Any other thing?
Spicy mayo might be the way to go.
Spicy mayo?
Spicy mayo. Chipotle mayo.
I don't know if I have the right skin tone for that, though.
Chipotle mayo?
Yeah, for mayo.
Come on, man.
I got the right skin tone for mayo?
You got the right skin for that.
You think so?
Yeah, man. You don't have the right skin tone for mayo, though. I mean, for mustard, though.
You're right. I'm wild, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Or relish. Don't be putting relish on yourself, too.
I don't relish. Life can be sour as pickles. I just try to relish it.
That joke
That's
didn't
what
hit.
we needed right there. Jeez.
The joke didn't hit that way, man.
Apollo, thank you for coming by, my guy.
Thank you for having me, man.
For sure. Listen, remind everybody what you got going on, when they can find you, when they can listen to you.
All right, Apollo P. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Apollo Please. I have a radio show on Vibe 105 every Tuesday from 6 to 8. It's called the Vibe Drive with Apollo P. And I got my man 50 grand, or my woman 50 grand with me all the time. We do a podcast every Wednesday called the Educated and the Reckless Podcast. Every Wednesday you can find that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, Audio Mac. Today is Wednesday actually. We dropped a new episode today.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. So we dropped something today. Go check that out. We have it on both our Instagram stories. You can click it and go straight to the podcast on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever your dip of Dijon is. Do that.
Okay. And when I get you back, we're going to have a conversation about why you believe you can benefit from being incarcerated. Topic on your podcast, we're going to go back and forth on that one, so make sure that you're back for that, because that's going to be probably like a whole episode worth almost. Yeah. So I'll have you back for that one, guy.
Appreciate you for having me.
All righty.
Appreciate you for having us.
For sure. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back, but this time we'll be back with my special guest, No Better Nina.
Hi, I'm Paris Black, coming to you from GBKMFM. I've had a great experience being interviewed by Darlita Boss on the Real Life Matters show. These people, Darlita doing the questions and Kenny doing pretty much everything else in the studio, it's really quite amazing seeing the quality that's coming out of the show, because these people are dedicated to doing quality television, quality content, and I implore you to support them, because we need more of this community-based quality.
Let me know. Give me the ball, let me shoot. Welcome back. You are tuned in, you are listening to, you are watching Everything Relevant, Anything Random, live on GBKMFM, the mouthpiece with your host, Sir Worthy. He is I am him. How's everybody doing out there? Look, we are back, but this time around, still of course, the educated and reckless. But this time around, second half of the show, we have the lovely and talented. You know what? I don't even know where her talents lie, but we're still going to find out exactly how talented she is. But the lovely and talented, No Better Nina. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. Nice nails.
Thank you. Just got them done last week.
Hey, there you go. Look, right off top, I have to say this. There was requests for your name and who you were before you even got on the show, after I promoted you and did the the pictures, okay? So I'm just letting you know people are watching and they're going to want to know. So I do have a few relationship questions or status questions I should ask and stuff like that. Just letting you know ahead of the show, okay? All right? You're not married, are you? No, I'm joking.
No,
no. Later. So, No Better Nina, how'd you get that name?
Okay, so basically what had happened was when I was getting into radio, I wanted something catchy instead of just going with Nina because I feel like it's kind of boring. And so me and my friends, we had a group chat on Instagram, and like I kind of went to them and was just like, I need help picking something, but I want it to be like a play on my name already. And so then, yeah, like we were gonna go with Naturally Nina, but someone had that taken on Instagram and Twitter. Gee. So I couldn't get that one. I tried to report the accounts like a bunch of times. So it worked on Twitter. It did work on Twitter, but not on Instagram. And then, yeah, my friend came up with No Better Nina, and I kind of just went with it.
No Better Nina.
Yeah.
I like it. It's very original.
Yeah.
So wait, what's your real name?
Nina's my middle name. I can't tell you guys my first name. It's top secret.
Excuse me.
There might be like the feds after me or something.
The feds is
I'm
watching.
joking. I'm joking.
And when we say
joking.
feds, we're talking about you thirsty guys. Okay. Okay, all right, No Better Nina. No, I like the name. Name's pretty dope. It suits you.
Thank you.
Even first meeting you but listening to you, I've listened to you and Apollo at least now for a couple months. Like, I honestly don't even remember now when I first got into the podcast, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It was around the time. Yeah, it was the time after listening to Apollo on Food and Liquor.
Okay.
So after then, I was like, oh, he has a podcast. Started checking out the podcast, and I was like, oh, this is dope. They get to go back and forth, you know? So I was asking him questions, obviously, about, like, you know, a little bit about you. Has there ever been a moment where you just said to yourself, you don't want to do the show anymore with Apollo?
Nah.
No?
No.
Okay.
I like him.
You like him?
Even though we fight, he's still my friend.
Okay.
Nah, there's never been a point. There's been points where I've been extremely frustrated, and there's been episodes where I've like screamed at him, but we've changed the topic because it was getting a little out of hand, and I was getting kind of aggressive. But
you guys worked through it.
Yeah, we worked through it. It's not like it's never like, even when we have those arguments, it's never like it's awkward or weird after we record. Like, we're perfectly fine afterwards.
I like awkwardness, though. I bask in it.
I don't.
No?
No. Not my thing.
I just feel like if, you know, I'm awkward, then the other person has to deal with it, and I've already dealt with it. So I get to, like, then relax now.
No, it's just, there's just like, it's just like a tension. Like, it stresses me out.
Oh,
I'd rather
okay.
just everything be like.
True. No, I feel that. I feel that. Nina, what's your background?
I'm Indian.
You're Indian?
Yes.
Okay.
Full, not mixed. Everyone always asks me if I'm mixed.
Why do you assume they ask? Why
no, they do. I don't know why. I guess because I don't really look. Because you know what it is? I think when people think of Indian people, they think of like fresh off the boat.
Okay.
And like they don't think of like someone who was like born and raised in Canada.
You were born here?
Yeah, I was born in Mississauga.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Mississauga.
Yeah. So I feel like that's why, but yeah, just full Indian.
Okay. Now, I have to laugh, but I was listening to the pod and you were talking about being a creative and how you couldn't really see yourself like dating or talking to guys who weren't like in that life or who weren't a creative.
Yeah.
All right. You still feel that way?
Okay, it's not that I could talk to like a regular, not that, okay, when I say regular, I mean
let's break it down. Yeah,
okay,
what do you mean by regular?
When I say regular, I mean like someone who like, I don't know, works as like a financial advisor or something. I can deal with that as long as you believe in like my goals and my dreams, because like there's been those regular guys that I talk to and they're like, what are you really going after? Like, why are you in this industry? Because it's so niche that people think like you're not really gonna make it. And so that's what I kind of meant when I said that. I feel like when you're talking to other creatives, they get it and like they know what the industry is like, and then it's kind of just like they can understand and appreciate what you're going after, and they're pushing you to kind of attain your goals. And that's something, obviously, that I feel like everybody needs in a relationship. And I mean, so far, the regular guys are like, there's like one.
There's like one.
There was one who pushed me, but the others were just kind of like, what are you doing?
Okay,
But,
look, and I brought that up first because I was just trying to put two and two together like it makes sense. I was trying to break it down. Forgive me, I'm a little detective myself, but like I'm listening to you guys talk, and then I hear your name, and I'm like, okay, know better, Nina. She must know. Is it a play on that she knows better? And she trying to say she doesn't know better, or I was trying to figure it out myself, right?
Yeah.
But then I was listening to one episode of course, the Educated and Reckless podcast. Make sure you guys go listen to it. Available in all DSPs. And you said something about no, you and Apollo are going back and forth, and Apollo made the joke, but I don't know if it was a joke, so I have to ask that you had bad taste in men.
Yeah, I do. It's not a joke.
Why don't you know
It's
better,
not
Nina?
I
Why
don't
you know
know.
better,
I
Nina?
never learned my lesson ever. It's
Talk
bad.
to me.
It's like a problem. Like it's like people have bad habits. I have bad habits. I don't know. I go back to the same thing every single time, and then it never works, and then I get sad, and then
What's
I just
that same thing?
repeat. I don't know. A guy with like no like, they have ambitions, but like they don't really have like.
They have ambitions as a rider, but in the passenger seat?
They might have had past conflicts. I don't know. They just kind of.
It's okay. It's just radio. We can talk. It's just radio. We can talk. We can talk.
No,
just,
it's okay.
just a
I'm
few
just
thousand
gonna,
people
just,
listening.
just
Ain't worried about them.
conflicts. I don't know. They're just not. They're just not it, and they're not really like. They'll say they're looking for something serious, but then it just ends up being like a little situationship for a while, and then it's
situationship. Okay,
done.
great segue. All right, so look, I came up with something. I don't know if I'm the originator of this, but
okay.
I was looking at relationships as a whole and try to break them down and categorize them into, I think, 4 or 5 categories. I don't know which comes first or which you can be, but just looking at my hand here, I know we have dating, talking to, boyfriend and girlfriend, situationships, and then I guess the 5 would be a full-on relationship. But I guess all of these are all relationships.
Okay.
So just 4. Do you see that there's a difference in talking to someone and dating someone
Yeah.
versus also boyfriend and girlfriend and a situationship?
Yeah, they're all different.
They're all different. Could you explain to me what all
Okay,
these
so
4
if you're
are?
talking to someone, you guys are just talking. You don't go out on dates. You might hang out at each other's house, but that's not a date. Like you're just talking, okay? Then
Okay.
if you're dating,
Wait. You already lost me. Hold on. Talking to somebody and I could be at their house?
I don't know.
Is
Some
there-
people.
is there anything physical
Maybe,
happening?
maybe not. It depends on the people.
Okay, and that can still that's still just talking.
You're
to
just
someone.
talking,
Gotcha.
okay?
Okay, go ahead.
If you're dating, you're going out on actual dates, like I don't know, glow in the dark mini putt or never mind. I was gonna say too much. Bowling. I don't like to say the movies because you don't actually get to talk there, but just like actual stuff. You're doing activities together, and then if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, that means you went from dating and then you guys had the talk, and the guy was like, hey, I really want you to be my girlfriend, and we're just gonna keep it like between us, whatever. Like I'm not gonna talk to other people. You're not gonna talk to other people. And then a situationship is kind of a mix of all 3, but without a title. So it's like you're
Without a
talking.
title.
You're talking, you might be going on dates, but you might also be paying for yourself, so technically it's not really a date.
Oh, come on.
And
Just
then-
because you're not paying for
And
Go
then,
ahead, continue.
that's true.
Go ahead, continue.
And
forgive
then
me.
you're also like, you guys also really like each other and are only doing physical things with each other, but you're also talking to other people. And then it only lasts like maybe 3 to like 6 months, and then it's done. Someone gets tired. Usually it's me.
Okay. Said she was a savage. Okay. Are you familiar with the term hot girl summer?
Yes, of course.
Could you explain that to me?
Okay, so hot girl summer is when you are, okay, this is my interpretation of it.
Yep. Go ahead.
You don't let him play you play him. Okay? So when you're having a hot girl summer, instead of like, the typical like guy plays the girl, whole situationship, whatever, just finesses and does what he wants, we flip the script.
Okay.
And we get what we want and we play him and make him fall in love with us, and then we're out.
Why would women play with men like that?
I don't know, it's just
Wow.
like it's a revenge thing.
Ah, got you.
I'm not saying I did that. I did not do that at all this summer.
Hot girl summer. This is what the women are running rampant with.
I'm not saying I did that at all this
Hot
summer,
girl
but
summer.
yeah.
But you're not saying that you didn't.
No, I definitely.
Okay. I just listen. Okay, you can say what you want. We're just gonna take from what you didn't say.
Exactly. Okay, go for it.
All right. So, okay, well, now what's a city boy summer?
A city boy summer is just them trying to pick up on what we're doing, and they're just like trying to get in, because guys always want to get in on whatever someone else comes up with. So they're trying to get in on what we were doing, but it's not not a real thing.
True. Okay.
That city boy
Okay.
summer is just the regular stuff that they do anyways. So
Oh, so what you're saying is I'm a city boy by default.
no, you guys just took so long to think of a name, because sometimes you guys just have trouble like
There we go.
thinking.
There we go.
So
There we go. See, now I get a better understanding of how the podcast works with you two, because like Apollo was saying that sometimes you may do a heavy lifting,
Yeah.
with providing content, and sometimes he does, right? But now it really sounds like maybe, and I have to ask, I don't want to assume. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. But if he comes with some content that you feel could be better, or you guys could go in deeper with, or anything like that, is it you kind of like shaping it up a bit?
yeah, like an example was like this week we talked about Miley Cyrus. And I spoke about it, but I knew it wasn't something Apollo was going to want to talk about. I just did it anyways. So if it's like a topic like that where I know there's not really going to be a huge conversation, but I want to bring it up, I'll still put it there just to talk about it briefly.
Well, I mean, if you're passionate, you'll talk about it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and that's what I do on this show. I talk about things that I'm very passionate about. If I'm not passionate about it, I don't even want to do the show sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like I live by some principles. One of my principles is do not tell me things you do not believe. I'd rather hear what you believe. Even if it's a lie, I'd rather hear your conviction. I'd rather hear the conviction in your voice and you telling me, no, I really thought, blah, blah, whatever the case is, than to hear you tell me something like, whatever it is. So I respect I think we got a word of the day that I can't pronounce. Authenticity.
Authenticity, yeah.
Nailed it.
Do better than him.
Nailed it. First try too. I usually can't do that. Jeez. Look, question. Any struggles or obstacles being a woman that you faced?
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes guys just don't get it. Like there's certain topics, the LeVar Ball topic. I don't know if you heard that episode.
That was about LeVar Ball.
And the thing he said to Molly Querim where he was like, we can switch gears. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a discussion that I got into, not just with Apollo, but with a bunch of guys even, who just didn't get what it's like to be a woman in an industry that's mostly dominated by men. And just to kind of like, I don't know, like how that impacts the way you're treated or the way you're looked at and stuff. Like sometimes people aren't necessarily looking to you. Like way early on when we first started, Apollo, like we had the podcast like as an idea, but just before that someone else had asked me to be a part of a hip hop show, or what I thought was going to be a hip hop show, but it turned out it was for other reasons, and obviously I caught on to that, and I was like, I don't know, it ended obviously, but I was very upset about it because I was like, I thought like they were coming at me for my talent, not for other things, but then Apollo came in, and obviously, like, I trust Apollo. So.
You see, shout out to Apollo.
Yeah.
Cool guy, of course. But, like, what it sounds is that you guys know each other, obviously, before the pod. And he saw something in you and said, no, I like how she presents herself, handles herself, and I know that we can push this and become something. So
Is that what it was?
Was that what it was, Apollo? Apollo's like, yeah, you know.
Podcast, I was just trying to get it out there.
I was just picked by default, but I knew it couldn't go wrong.
No, I think you maybe put more work into it. Took a little extra bit of time in, like, picking you and figuring out. And wait, hold on. Now, is it Apollo's? It's sounding like it's Apollo's podcast. It's both of y'all podcasts.
It's his idea.
It's his baby?
It was his idea to come up with the whole thing, and then he kind of just brought me on. But, yeah, I would say it's like a 60-40.
Okay.
Yeah? I mean, we could say 50-50. I only say 60-40 because it was his idea.
Okay. Well, I like how we're going back and forth. Whenever Apollo's sick and can't make a day, you can always reach out to Sir Worthy, and I can fill in for
good.
Apollo,
Appreciate it.
I'm going to Bali for 2 weeks, so.
That's true. He is going to Bali for 2 weeks.
Of course, within that time, you'll be doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just letting you know from now.
Appreciate it.
I'm busy with GBKM, so I do my lifting here. but I definitely would like to lend my services if I could, if need be. You know, you
Of
can just reach
course.
out to
I'll
me.
keep it in mind.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, I have to say this right off top, all right? You posted I think, no, I didn't even follow you yet, so it was Apollo, I think, who posted you.
Yeah.
And you were showing off your legs.
What post was that?
Yeah, it was something like that, and that's when listen, I'm a guy, but I caught wind of you,
Yeah.
I was like, cause I would watch the YouTube, but I listen more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you don't show your legs on the YouTube, but when I seen you on the Instagram story, I was like, oh, okay, and now
Yeah.
I get why now I'm getting a bunch of people who are messaging me before the show who are like, hey, find out if Nina's single, find out if, all these questions and things like that. So you do have to, you don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, are you single?
Actually, with me. No one talking here, man.
I'm single. Apollo's trying to throw
I'm
it
sorry,
off.
my man, you want to wait outside? Okay. No, I'm sorry. Did I, like I said, I'm good with putting people and making people awkward. I don't want to make
No.
Okay,
No.
so yeah,
No.
to answer that question.
No, I talk about it all the time on the podcast. I'm single.
Single,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
I told you, nobody.
So she's single,
Yeah.
fellas. I would assume.
I have a checklist though.
You have a checklist.
Yeah, after all
There's
my
certain criteria.
Yeah, after not learning my lesson, I had to develop a checklist.
So no better Nina now knows
Yeah.
better.
It only took a couple years.
No better Nina now knows better. Okay, so
Yeah.
what's in your criteria?
I can't disclose that because then I feel like people are gonna pretend to have those things, and then
Okay, could you give us one at least?
you have to have ambition. You can't just wake up in the morning and want to live the same life every single day. Have a dream, please.
Okay. What's your ambition? What's your goals? Tell me about your dreams.
I hope
What you want for
to,
Nina in the future?
Yeah, one day I hope to be working at Hot 97 in New York, as well as hosting TV shows, because that was a big thing that I wanted to do as well. But yeah, that's pretty much where I want to end up.
Okay. You do a little bit of that already, no?
What?
Because I hear that you were doing some interviews. I seen that you posted
Yeah.
them as well.
So I'm doing at Vibe, I have my own swing shift on Wednesdays from 2 to 5, and then we're also starting this new campaign for local artists that I'm kind of I'm interviewing all of them, and
Okay.
we're using that as content to put up on our website and stuff.
All right.
So yeah, I've been doing, we just started that, so yeah, and then I had a YouTube channel, but it's kind of just,
Yeah, what's up with the YouTube channel? What's wrong?
honestly, I haven't had time.
Time, huh?
Yeah, just working and stuff all the time, and it's just I don't have time.
Damn.
When I used to only work 3 days a week, I had time. I forced myself to do it. But now it's kind of hard.
You need someone to help manage?
Yeah. Someone to film, edit.
I know it can be. I always say posting is a
Script.
full-time job. Just
Yeah.
posting alone.
Even just coming up with the content. I used to write a script, a good page-long script on a Sunday night, wake up at 8 a.m. on the Monday, film it, give myself an hour frame to film it, and then immediately right after edit and drop the same day.
And how long did you spend time editing?
Sometimes my laptop was really slow, so it could take hours, 4 hours maybe, depends.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, so when she says ambition, she's talking about waking up and having a goal to reach,
Yeah, use your days off.
Yeah, a quota that she's making or something like that, a deadline that she's meeting. That's what she's talking about, ambition, fellas.
Use your days off from your 9 to 5 to chase your dreams that you actually like. Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Because it is hard to just, dream and only want to work on your dream. You got to deal with reality, right?
Yeah.
So,
you need money.
Yeah, you need money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, ambition. But yeah, you sound very not secretive, but private. That, you don't want to share the criterias for which these guys.
I can't share it because people are gonna fake it, and then they're gonna city boy summer me, and I don't have time.
Yeah,
for
but
all
you
that.
should be able to look like you should be able to.
I'm a trustworthy person. I trust people. That's
I'm
the
sorry, you
problem.
trust Sir Worthy? What did you say?
No, I am. That was a good one. No, but seriously, I trust people, and so that's the thing. If I trust you, and then I just find out you just I don't know, koaled me the whole time. It's just not good.
So there's guys out there trying to finagle the bagel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. I see.
Yeah.
You guys gotta be careful, okay? Listen to more Lauryn Hill. Understand these women, you know? Guys, you know you better watch out. I was listening to the pod, and you said something that was actually quite funny, but I just want to let you know.
I am funny sometimes.
Yeah, you know, you guys both are, and definitely, yeah, you are. I laugh,
hear that?
you know. I can often.
I know, but I'm funny too.
Yo, Paulo, chill. No, but like, you know, I wouldn't listen if it wasn't one entertaining. Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's because I don't want to really be so I can't even say what I'm saying. I don't want to be informed so much all the time. Like, you know, you turn on the news, you go on Instagram, and you hear news.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun, and it's like, you know, that's why I say in the beginning of my show, you're gonna be entertained, empowered, or informed. Okay, one of those three, if definitely all of them. Mm-hmm. Right. So that's just how I feel. But I'm gonna try and hook this up, Kenny. We're gonna try and do this because this lovely lady here, no better Nina. She has a birthday coming up, right? And she has a special request. I was listening to the pod, and one of her special requests was that she always wanted a surprise birthday party. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to tell her that we're throwing her a surprise birthday party. Okay? So
But then it's not a surprise.
But you don't know where it's going to be. You don't even know what day it's going to be because it's not going to be on your birthday.
Okay.
So it's still a surprise.
Okay.
You know, it's going to be a random thing like, hey, you might show up somewhere just like how you wanted, and everybody's going to pop out and say, oh, we're here.
Okay, I can deal with that.
That's what you wanted. So what I would ask is if you guys have time or whenever you guys are free on one of these Saturdays, please come out and join us. We have certain events out. Like we have karaoke coming up.
This Saturday.
We have karaoke coming up this Saturday at Nostalgia Grill, located at 900 Albion Road. That's in between Albion and Islington. So we're doing karaoke there.
That's on the 7th.
That's on the 7th?
This Saturday is Nostalgia. Not Nostalgia.
Oh, a grand opening.
Blacks.
Yeah, sorry, we have a grand opening for Black.
So busy, man.
Yeah, we're busy. We're definitely busy. This summer has been a hot GBKMFM summer.
Hot TV. You tried it.
Yeah, you know, a hot GBKMFM summer. So I guess it's not really a surprise party though if I tell you, but like I said,
exactly.
you don't know what day it is, right? It's still gonna be
Okay.
a surprise. You don't know who's gonna be there.
Okay.
Apollo is gonna bring the dog.
I don't like animals, so I'm scared of them.
You're scared of animals?
Yeah.
Your dog was rental.
Sorry?
It was a rental dog.
Yeah, his dog was a rental from his friend.
We can rent him back.
I don't really care for the dog.
You don't? Why not? You're not a
just
pet
don't,
lover?
No, I don't have any pets.
Oh, well, I mean, it's okay. I don't have any pets either. I like them, but I don't have them. You're a nice girl, and you put yourself together well, and you're smart and you're funny. Major compliments, but they're facts though, like factual. I believe in you.
Thanks.
Okay, no, I really do. I believe in you, and this is a journey. So when you come back, what you're gonna do is, when you come back on my platform, what you're gonna do is you're gonna remind the people of where you were at this moment.
Okay.
And when you come back, you're gonna tell us about how you were able to meet some exciting men who were able to fit your criteria, who were ambitious, they had goals and stuff like that. And now you are either in a lovely relationship or
Close to what?
close to one.
Okay.
Close to one. I guess past the talking stage.
In the dating stage.
Yeah. What
But
would be
almost the end of the dating
Okay,
stage.
so real quick, how does it go? What's the?
So it's talking, dating, boyfriend, girlfriend. Situationship is just its own thing.
Okay, so it goes to talking, then to dating.
Yeah.
And if I'm dating someone, I'm not dating anyone else. I'm only dating one person. Can you date more than one person?
I mean, I'd
Is
like
that
it.
still dating?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, I don't know. If you really like the person, you're just gonna be loyal to them from the jump.
Loyal and faithful is two different things, but I agree. Okay.
They're the same
No,
thing.
no, I don't believe so.
Why
I believe
not?
I can be faithful to you and not be loyal to you.
How?
All right, so we're together.
Okay.
I never cheat on you because first of all, black men don't cheat.
That's a lie.
Well, black men don't cheat. Black boys, I don't know about you guys and teenagers. I don't know what you guys are doing, but black men don't cheat, right? So let's say we're together, right?
Okay.
I never cheat on you,
Okay.
okay? But I'll never hold you down and never have your back. That's not being loyal to you.
I mean, I guess. So like, You'd never cheat on me, but if your friends were talking bad about me, you wouldn't say anything to
Yeah,
stand
like
up
that
for
kind
me.
of stuff, you know? That's not being loyal to your girl.
And why wouldn't you just be both? If you really like them, you're going to be loyal to them.
Well,
and if you really like them, you're
It's
also
the
going to
same
be faithful
reason-
to them.
It's the same reason as to why these guys don't have ambition. Like, why not, Jake? Don't you want better for your life? Don't you want to strive?
They give up. Some people just give up. They don't really have it in them, you know?
Damn. Nina, could you, know better Nina, could you tell them your Instagram?
Yes, so my Instagram is at knowbetternina. It's like NOBETTER, Nina. Yeah.
And Twitter, anything else?
Twitter, the same thing. YouTube, the same thing. The podcast, Educated and Reckless, on Instagram, on YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. And real quick, my last question for you. Do you have any advice for someone who's recently broken up? Because I seen that you had advice for getting over a breakup.
Yeah, just like have a routine and just stick with it and don't let anyone throw off your routine. Like an example, mine is sleep, go to work, go home, take a nap, go to the gym, go back to bed. That's it. Just have a weekly routine. Have fun on the weekends, but have a weekly routine. And then if somebody tries to throw it off and, can I take you out on this day? Sorry, I have a routine. And that's how you get over it.
Sorry,
don't let
I
toxic
have
people
a
into your life.
routine.
Don't let anyone change your schedule. Don't give people the power.
Don't give people the power. Don't let people change your schedule.
That's my advice, yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
might not follow it.
hey, that's okay. That's okay. At least you're putting it out there for other people, right? It's not
Exactly.
okay.
It's easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Please make sure you guys tune into the podcast. Because listen, every Wednesdays, all right? You can make it a routine. You can listen to the podcast and then tune into my show right after.
Yep.
So there you guys go. Apollo, your show once again on Tuesdays?
Tuesdays.
6 to 8 at the Apollo Drive.
Vibe Drive with Apollo P.
Drive with Apollo P. There we go. Before we get up out of here, I want to leave you with something relevant but always random, of course, or something random but always relevant. Do not spoil what you have been desiring. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. What you now have was once amongst the things you only hoped for. With that being said, remember to tune into the show every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. GBKMFM, the mouthpiece. I'll be here. This is my platform. Shout out to my team, my family for supporting me and giving me this platform and opportunity to display my many talents, of course. To all my viewers, one thing for sure, two things for certain. At the end of every show, if you are not entertained or informed, you will be empowered. If you are not informed or entertained, you will be I said it wrong. I'll see you guys next week.
Everyone, my name is Nadej Wedrago Alonso. I'm the founder of AOF Immigration Canada. AOF Immigration Canada is an immigration consulting office. We are located in